What up? What's up, guys? It's Andrew Bishop here with a video for you about the difference between knowing Jesus and knowing about Jesus. Let me give you a scenario to try to relate. If I told you that Peyton Manning plays for the Denver Broncos, he has a brother named Eli Manning that plays for the New York Giants. He has a father named Archie and a mother named Ashley, and Archie, well-known football player as well. Peyton grew up in Louisiana. His birthday is on March 24th. He played football in Louisiana in high school, and then come collegiate career, he took his talents to Tennessee. Then, in the first round of the draft, shortly after his collegiate career, he went to the Indianapolis Colts, where he played for 12, 14 seasons or so. Then he ended up going down to the Denver Broncos. The Colts drafted Andrew Luck. And then when the Manning boys play each other, when Peyton plays younger brother, by the way, it's his younger brother Eli, they call it the Manning Bowl, in which Peyton is undefeated, always beating his younger brother since they've done that. And if I told you that on Thursday nights in the off season, Archie, Peyton, and Eli all get together for a little father-son's meal at Longhorn Steakhouse. They ordered the biggest steak possibly that they can get, and with mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, and green beans on the side, and a bowl of whatever soup of the day is. And they enjoy it together. And he's got brown eyes. And if I told you that, you may say, man, this guy knows Peyton Manning. This Andrew Bishop knows Peyton Manning. That's crazy. He knows him. The reality of it is, I don't know Peyton Manning. I just know about Peyton Manning. That's a big difference. It's a huge difference. Because if I saw Peyton Manning walking on the sidewalk, I would recognize him. And if I said, hey, Peyton, he might turn because that's his name, but he wouldn't recognize me. He doesn't know me. I know facts about him. I know stories about him. But I don't know him personally, intimately. I don't know him. He doesn't know me. I just know about him. And oftentimes, and I've been there, and this is why I feel credible speaking about this, oftentimes Christian believers, and I'll just term the word Facebook Christians, religious views, Christian, check, know about Jesus. They can tell you what he did in the Bible. They can even quote verses. They might go to church on a weekly attendance on Sundays. And they can tell you, oh, Jesus did this. He died on a cross. He rose from the dead 3 days later. He died for our sins. They can tell you all the Sunday School 101 answers. But there's a difference between knowing about Jesus and knowing Jesus. Let me read a couple verses here in Matthew 7, verse 21 down to 23. Jesus talking, always good to pay attention. Not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven, but the one who does the will of my Father who is in heaven. On that day, many will say to me, Lord, Lord, did we not prophesy in your name, and cast out demons in your name, and do many mighty works in your name? And then I will declare to them, I never knew you. Depart from me, you workers of lawlessness. Sometimes that's translated to evildoers. So Jesus is, these people are saying, but Lord, no, like, look at all what we did in your name. Like, we knew you. No, these people were doing the religious acts to try to earn their righteousness and earn God's favor, but did not know Jesus, and Jesus did not know them. He even says, look, depart from me, I never knew you. He didn't know, he doesn't know these people. And they were doing amazing things. In fact, casting out demons in his name. That's pretty big up there. I don't know how many of us have done that. They've done that in Jesus' name, yet they still didn't know him. So oftentimes we look around and I think we can see Christian believers do these amazing, mighty works and mighty things. And I'm not saying all of them don't know Jesus. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is there are people out there who are doing mighty works and in front of crowds and who are doing crazy things, but that doesn't mean that they know Jesus personally, intimately. That does not mean they have a personal relationship with him. We go to Matthew 18, I believe, 8 and 9. Again, Jesus speaking here. He says, look, verse 8, this people honors me with their lips. These people honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. In vain do they worship me, teaching as doctrines the commandments of men. And he's quoting Isaiah there. But they honor me with their lips, but their hearts are far from me. They honor him with their lips. So again, people, Christians, who say or do all these Christian activities and Christian things and speak Christianese and, hey, how are you? I'm blessed and highly favored. How are you? No, how are you? Like, I want to know, I'm blessed more than I deserve. I get it. I understand. How are you? Let's do life together. And so there's a big difference, guys. And so my prayer for you is to know him personally. Have a relationship with him more so than any of your earthly relationships. And to, like Paul wrote in Philippians 3, I believe, he counts as everything as lost to knowing Jesus Christ. Everything, like all the earth, all your possessions, everything is a loss compared to knowing him. And walking with him and seeking the kingdom first and every day trying to be like him. And we have to understand, I think a lot of people just say, I want to be like Jesus, but they don't mean it. You know what I'm saying? They say, I want to be like Jesus. I'm going to try to be like Jesus. I'm trying to be like Jesus every day. Jesus' family thought he was crazy. Jesus' family kind of was like, yo, get away. One of Jesus' closest friends denies him 3 times. One of Jesus' closest friends that walked with him betrays him for some cash. I mean, a lot of people are like, I didn't sign up for this. No, I want everyone to like me. A lot of times we're more concerned about popularity or social trends or materialistic objects or whatever more than we are of really wanting to be like Jesus. And so, again, I'm not saying having certain objects are wrong in of themselves, but I'm just saying we need to be careful. And if we really strive to be like Jesus, we have to understand that it's not going to be a cake in the park. It's not going to be an easy stroll. It's going to be difficult, and you will suffer, and you will be persecuted for his name's sake. And all that comes to following Christ. And so I want to encourage you guys, if you don't know Jesus, get to know him, read his word, spend time with him in prayer, fast, meditate, do whatever you can, ignore all distractions, put your phone away, get off Facebook, whatever, get off MySpace, whatever, just to know him. Because as Paul wrote, and Paul's pretty credible, he endured more than you will ever endure, probably, as far as suffering and persecution goes. I guarantee it. And yet he said, look, everything is lost to know in Jesus. Everything. To live is Christ, and to die is even better. And I pray that we as believers get there, to that point where we can make that statement and mean it, and not just honor him with our lips, and not just say, Lord, Lord, and do these amazing things, but genuinely mean it. Love you guys. Thanks for watching.